listens so good, he listens so strong, and he tells us what he thinks and he tells us what he knows. It's Joseph Playlist, it's time to kick on. It's time to pick the music, pick the song. He listens so good, he listens so strong, and he tells us what he thinks and he tells us what he knows. Song. He listens so good, he listens so strong, and he tells us what he thinks and he tells us what he knows. It's just a playlist, it's time to kick on. It's time to pick the music, pick that song. He listens so good and he listens so strong, and he tells us what he thinks and he tells us what he knows. Baby girl.
Hi, Steve.
Morning, Joe. How are you?
Yeah, good. You're always so punctual. I love it.
Well, I'm actually a little bit nervous for some reason. I've got a little bit pang of nerves building up to this for the first time ever.
Really? There's absolutely no need for that.
Exactly.
I was just on my way up, and I was like, I was going to ask, what are you working on at the moment? Are you at home, by the way, not in the studio?
Yeah, I didn't make it to the studio before 9 o'clock today.
I always love it when you're in the studio. I feel.
Oh, sorry.
No.
You should get a fake background. It's like a studio,
just in case you can't be asked. But no, I just find it exciting that you're in the studio.
I'm working on. I'm having a few quite quiet days actually, but I'm working on with an artist who's actually 12-year-old singer-songwriter.
What?
At the moment. So she's writing songs, and her parents are kind of looking after like the money and the planning, and they've got a videographer doing kind of her Instagram and stuff. And she's got a lovely like piano teacher and helping her do the piano stuff, and singing teacher. And I'm doing all the music stuff. And then I've also got other clients as well, but that's the most new one that I'm working on.
Wow. That's amazing to be that talented at 12. Like, I always think me and David always go to what we were doing at the age when someone's doing something amazing. It's usually like just kicking a ball against the wall. And
she's so cool as well. She's like on it. And anyway,
God. I hope.
But that's that. And then I've just finished a bunch of songs with another artist who's the other end of the scale. He's a bit older. It's like 40, 42, 43. And we've just done 5 songs together. And they're like, one's a ballad, one's like a pop tune, one's like a sort of indie punk rock song. So they're like quite varied.
Amazing.
That's been fun. Yeah.
I was just asking Steve what he's working on.
Thanks for asking.
Are we recording?
Well, yeah. That's what happens. How many times have we done it? Yeah, we don't do 10 minutes of chat at the top that we don't record ever, do we? David's new to the podcast. Steve. He's only done 333 or whatever we've done.
How did you feel recording someone in their 40s with some songs?
You also said at the other end of the scale, and I thought you were going to say this guy's 84, and you went...
Not quite at the other end of the scale, is he? He's sort of in the middle of the scale, really.
Yeah, very much in the middle.
Yeah, no, that's sort of the same age as me, so I felt like it was just hanging out with someone from a similar mindset, and a lot of the references were the same.
Agreed.
So talking about like bands that he likes, I'm like, oh yeah, I know them.
Yeah.
And I had an artist who was in the studio who was 17, 18. And when I was talking about particular artists who I loved and grew up with, they hadn't even heard of them. And I was like, whoa, okay.
No life experience.
Different.
So how can you write songs like the stuff?
What I'm trying to say is I've got 28 songs on Logic all ready to go, son.
And David is prepared to drive up.
Are they not coming out one by one on the podcast?
No.
I feel like it.
No.
I feel like there's 128.
Okay, this is now becoming a business
How do we mute
meeting.
Joe?
What?
How do we mute Joe?
Don't mute me, James. Do not mute me.
Dear.
How are you both anyway? You both good?
Well, I've had about 3 hours sleep.
Are we allowed to? Can we talk about it?
Yeah, I spoke to Petra because it's coming out after this.
Well, the very next ep, or
no, like it's in. Oh no, this is coming out after what we're about to talk about.
Okay.
I had about 3 hours.
Then
sleep.
are we going to talk about on every episode for the next.
Yeah, I think so. Because it's all that's going around in my head. I had something mental happen, which you probably heard on the pod.
Yeah, I do listen every day. So
just trying to imagine being a listener going, oh, fuck, he's talking about this again.
Well, it's the first, in my defence, it's the first time for me.
Yeah.
But I went out last night and I came back in and I tell you what, well, after we put the thing, basically I haven't told you what happened. We did a surprise guest for me, David did. I turned round and it was Roachford.
Oh, I was so hoping that was going to happen. I was so hoping that was going to happen.
I'd given up I hadn't, literally was like, well, it's not going to happen. So I hadn't even.
That's amazing. That is amazing.
I would have guessed it after about 2 hours, like if we were guessing, but I wouldn't have gone there. And it blew my mind. And then I put the thing down and Petra was out. And then I had to go out and I came back and she'd gone to bed and I woke her up.
What time?
It was about 11:15.
Oh, wow. So she was in a nice little sleepy.
Well, she was in slumber, I'd say. And to be fair, she was quite up for
What did you say? What was the first thing you said?
Well, I remember I sat on the bed and I went, I can't believe it. I can't believe it. And she's like, oh, did you have a nice time? I was like, I'm not talking like me, but I was like a kid. And that's what I felt like yesterday. I was going,
incredible.
I said, it was amazing. And she was like, oh, good.
So this was yesterday or this is 2 weeks? This is like a while ago.
We recorded it yesterday.
Oh, okay, right.
And so, but she was out. She'd gone out with her friend when I put the laptop down and her son's here, but he's too young. He's too young to give a shit. So I came down and he was like, hello. And I said, all right.
Yeah.
You're
Needed
not
someone to talk to.
Yeah, you're not going to engage with this because you don't know who Roachford is or it doesn't mean anything to you. So, and then I was out and I just ran back in and I said, how long's Petra been in bed? How long's your mum been in bed? And he's like, 25 minutes, I think. And I went, that's fine.
Yeah.
It didn't matter if he said 2 hours, I was going up there. And so I went to bed about 3 hours later than I usually do.
Just like the buzz.
What time did you go to bed last night?
About 1.
Amazing. So
what did you do? Sorry, Steve, go on.
That's fine. No, I was just going to say it was an evening thing when you recorded it. Then.
Well, what I did afterwards, I've texted my friend Vicky and Adam, who I mentioned on the pod. I told them, they said, I'm now listening to Permanent Shade of Blue. I was listening to that as I was texting them. and they just, and my friend Richard, who I texted them about it, and they just asked me loads and loads of questions, and I did every response in uppercase because I felt it needed.
Obviously got to accentuate the.
Yeah.
Did your heart start going when you're like?
I'm telling people you cried because I think you did.
I did. Yeah, I did.
Yeah, you cried. It wasn't tears, but I was
well done.
Water in your eyes.
Yeah, massively, and my chest tightened, and it's just. But I think it's changed me. And I said it yesterday. I'm a breezier person. I feel breezier.
That's so nice. Oh.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
It's like I feel like
you've reached a level that you never thought you'd reach.
Yeah,
yeah, exactly. But like,
you're feeling quite serene.
Yeah.
Did you go to the shops and you were looking around people in the shop going, "Oh, I just met Roachford." You haven't met Roachford.
Yeah, 100%. I had to walk for about a mile, and I was just going, "No one knows what I've just done." That's mad. Like, I don't know. I was just trying to think of other things that people might have done, which they're like, "No one knows I've just got engaged or something," or had a baby or whatever, So you're walking along like a normal person, but I'm not a normal person anymore.
So it must be a bit surreal. The obvious thing to say is it must be a bit surreal for you thinking that people do that when they meet you sometimes.
Yeah.
Not to the no way anyone would do it to the extent that I had.
Yeah, they would.
Well, you never know, do you? I mean,
well, if they do, that's insane. But it's fine that I do it.
Do you know what? I texted Joe earlier. I listened to the start of when I met Lowell Tolhurst this morning, And he's so fucking cocky. Because I'm feeling this. And, oh, you cry, are you, mate? Oh, calm down, mate.
That's amazing.
Yeah, because there's no way you'll ever get Roachford, so I can let loose. Cut to.
I feel bad now because I wasn't being very kind about his.
Well, no, you
album,
said the production thing, and we talked about that, and he said it was like not about you saying it sounded whatever.
Yeah, we spoke about you, Steve.
Yeah.
God.
Yeah, it was a lot longer.
Oh my God, Roachford spoke about me. That's, oh my God.
Well, he knew who we were, so that stuck in my head immediately. But he said it was like a really quick record because it wasn't meant to be a banger. It was like a filler, like a end that you'd play.
No, the writing of it was a quick. I don't know about the actual the writing of the songs. And
the recording of it was.
Was it?
Yeah.
Wow.
It's all seared in my brain, David.
Have you watched it again? Have you watched it?
No, I'm not ready to.
No.
Because I want to do it with tape over me, though. So, and you. And just watch. But I don't want to see me. I need to find a way to enjoy it because I'm going to be conscious.
I'll be honest with you, I've never seen you like that.
I'm looking.
You look so vulnerable. There's there's probably a minute where I thought, God, he needs holding.
Yeah, I was out of my depth emotionally. Yeah, definitely.
You did. I quite liked all the sort of guard was down.
Yeah, and I was prepared to let it down. I think I was like, I'm going to be nude for you, emotionally nude.
That is amazing. That is so amazing.
Yeah,
well done.
Have you got anyone? If you met them, Steve,
sure.
you would be.
There probably is. I think probably Johnny Greenwood from Radiohead or something like that.
Oh, right.
A musician who I look up to, who's is doing stuff and has been doing stuff my whole lifetime, pretty much. But I don't have that thing about famous people or oh my God, it's that person like from that band. I don't care about that. But if they really personally have.
Yeah,
influenced me. I stood next to Graham Coxon at a gig once, and I was just feeling I couldn't relax at the gig, and I was like, oh my god, Graham Coxon standing next to me. And again, it's because he's one of my other favorite musicians, and I just think and Blur are one of my favorite bands. So, but yeah, it's actually if they were on a Zoom call with me, I'd be like, oh, what do I say?
It's the me and David talked about it, like it's that they've been part of your life, and what becomes the thing that I didn't realise was happening to David and was happening to me is you want them to know how much they mean to you, and you can't stop yourself doing it.
Yeah, exactly.
Because it's like, if I don't do this, they won't know what it means, and you just keep doing it, and you're going, God, I'm repeating myself, but there's nothing you can do about it because they've just been in your life for so long, and you're going, but you're like, and they're like, okay, can we talk about what's going on?
I had a situation about 2001 or 2. I was at the Jazz Cafe seeing Gil Scott-Heron. It's like one of my favourite ever gigs, and we missed the last tube back, so we had to figure out how to get home. And we were just hanging out at the Jazz Cafe for longer than we should have been. The security were like, come on guys, you got to go. And that was when the band were coming out and leaving, and Gil Scott-Heron just came and sat literally right next to us with a plastic bag. Like he just looked like a really scruffy old man. And it was after all of the crowd had gone home, they were packing up the venue, and it's really not very like a normal situation. And so I just chatted to him. I was like, how's that for you? And have you played in London for a while, and like all that kind of stuff, like where you playing next?
Yeah.
And he was just lovely man, and he was hard to understand. His voice was really quite low and muffled, but I was like, holy shit. I actually managed to stay cool and not have this, oh my God, I'm talking to Gil Scott-Heron.
It's like they're from another planet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is there something about music though as well? I suddenly thought more than like, because it's like an emotion.
I felt it with comedy when I wasn't in the industry.
Yeah. Right. It is weird if you meet a comedian. I've got the train back from London to Brighton, sitting on the same carriage as Reg D. Hunter, Josie Long, and someone else who'd just done a gig that I'd seen.
And
I couldn't talk to him. It was so weird. It's like,
there's something straight after seeing someone as well that seems mind blowing because they've just been up on this pedestal.
Yeah, exactly.
And there you're seeing them eat a sandwich or something. You're like,
Yeah, it was the Bearcat Club as well, and we left the club at the same time as them, so we had to do the whole walk back to the train station. Just like, hello, all right.
Yeah. It's because these people sort of create stuff in their head and put it out in the world. You go, shit,
and it resonated with you.
Yeah,
but
absolutely.
I think weird. Fucking hell, I'm not back to normal.
Cuddly toy,
amazing though.
Only joy.
You know, cool. I was listening to the album. I actually had another go listening to Roachford again, and I think it's cool. And then I was listening to the radio the next day, and they were talking about Roachford. It was like a podcast anyway, and it wasn't this one. It was another one. And then I put Alpha Papa on.
Oh yes,
randomly decided to watch it, and it's like I was like,
it's the first 4
coming
minutes.
at me from all angles.
Yeah,
brilliant.
I forgot what I was going to say. Anyway,
sorry.
I'm.
Was it Wi-Fi Baby Girl? What were you going to say?
Trouble with Wi-Fi.
We played him Trouble with My Wi-Fi Baby.
Oh yeah,
that annoyingly you couldn't quite hit it over Zoom. So,
but the only thing
he said it didn't suck.
He said that he refused to mention the vocals out of respect for saying that is the worst vocal. He did say a lot of engineering's gone into those vocals or something like that, and I was like, yeah. You can tell, can you? God, you know your stuff.
Well, I think the production that Eyes on Legs does is amazing. And
it is, isn't it?
It's really great at what he does. So, you know, if I heard I'd be like,
he turned me into something I was proud of.
Yeah, no, it's great. It's great.
Yeah.
You can really puff up though and go, that's what I sound like. That's what I have to do. I'm like, that's me. Oh, it's not you. Basically 7 machines.
Honestly, if we do a live show, I really want to ask him to come along.
Yeah.
And sing Cuddly Toy with you at the end.
You've got to get a backing band. That'll have to include myself.
Eyes on Legs,
Eyes on Legs on bass.
Yeah. Oh, Joe
on bass. What's Eyes on Legs made?
He'd play anything, I think. Guitar, I think.
Great.
What's easy to learn by that time?
Am I involved or not?
Well, you know, got to bring out the old guitar from your teenage years.
Just turn the volume right down. Like having a kid doing Make a Wish.
You're a musical director.
Yeah, I'm a musical director. Yeah, I might like remix it a bit and just add a bit
stage?
More. Yeah, just I don't know.
You could be like Fatboy Slim behind whatever those things are and just go.
Yeah, like that.
Anyway,
Dex.
Yeah, Dex.
Yeah,
Dex.
yeah, like that.
Yeah.
Dex.
Yeah,
Dex.
Yeah,
like that.
Dex.
Like that.
Got a haircut.
Yeah.
Got a haircut.
Yeah.
Sitting up in bed, cold in his head. Really deep voice. He's got a motor on cruise. He's professional, y'all. Jones. Oh yeah. He's got a haircut. Jones. Oh yeah. He's got a haircut. Sitting up in bed, cold in his head. Really deep voice. He's got a motor on cruise. He's professional, y'all. He's got a motor on cruise. He's professional, y'all. He's got a motor on cruise. He's professional, y'all. Professional, y'all. Professional, y'all. Right, welcome to
Oh yeah, we're
Joe's playlist. Sorry if you've heard all this Roachford chat on previous episodes. I don't know where we are.
You're going to hear it again because I'm not finished.
Dear.
If you don't want to hear
very
it.
exciting. It's very exciting.
Yeah.
Steve, you've chosen 3 songs for Joe to listen to.
Yeah.
Have you sent them to me, mate?
I have. Check your emails.
Oh, yeah.
Now I've got one of them, so I was like, oh great.
Oh, cool. Well, this is the time. So the last 2 episodes, first one, I was kind of being a bit maverick and just choosing quite odd stuff. And then the second episode was all new stuff. And this is the episode where it's music that I love. That I really want you to like.
Oh, great.
Okay.
I love its theme.
So the first song that he listens to, I know exactly how he's going to react.
Oh no, what?
Yeah.
Right. So it's a link to a playlist as you.
Yeah, but so. Oh no.
Maybe that's what I was a bit nervous about today because I actually want you to.
He's a bit nervous, yeah. That makes sense because you're putting your stuff out that you love.
Yeah.
Okay, so I've got it now, Steve. Sorry.
Oh, brilliant. Yeah, so the
okay,
first.
So if you'd like to enter the listening booth, please, Jane.
I think I'm going to react differently because of my experiences yesterday. I think I'm just going to I don't know. I'm going to have to try and get back to old Joe.
You might know the song.
Right, so Joe's in the booth.
Here, so if you're asking.
So what's the first song?
The first song for Joe's playlist is Only You.
And do I play the top one?
Yeah, play the top one.
Right.
I'm nodding, so you can see.
So it's Only You by
Steve Monite. I think you say Monite.
The first 30 seconds he'll go turn his nose up, and then he'll get into it once the bass kicks in.
The first chorus kicks in at about 50 seconds where he normally stops listening. So we'll see how far he gets.
He'll be able to grab onto that bass line though, and then he'll like it.
Yeah. I like the idea of him going back in the booth. That's quite exciting when it's like you get the first taste.
Yeah.
And then it's like, oh, I want to go back for more.
He's a new man. He's a new man listening to music now. And he's giving every song a chance.
Even old disco from Nigeria in the 70s.
Yeah. He's even smiling and enjoying himself in the booth. He's going to like it. It's going to really annoy me. He's coming out.
He's out.
Of the booth.
Right, I'll be honest. I was trying not to give anything away because I know what you do when I'm in there.
Didn't try that hard, did you?
I didn't do anything, did I?
Your face was looking like.
Oh, I thought.
Ooh.
I think I can guess how you react to this song.
Okay, now can we do that then? Let's see what you think. And you know this song, because I try not to read who it is or anything, so I just press the thing. So I don't know if it's a band or a single artist or whatever. Go on then, Dave.
I think my guess was you'll find the first 20, 30 seconds sort of slightly off-putting. But when the bass hits, you'll go, okay, I've got something to grab hold of. There's my life raft. Now I understand the song.
Oh my God. Oh my God, that is almost spot on. Absolutely. I was like, the only thing I was like, well, it wasn't quite 20 seconds, what about 15? But the thing kicks in after about 50. And there's three.
It's a song.
Yeah.
Oh, thank God, it's not just a weird beat.
Yeah, there was definitely that. There's a couple of bits annoying me. Whoever the singer was, I imagine doing that as they sang it. I don't know why. You know that it's like a sort of performing the sort of as they sang. I don't know why it's probably.
Is that
wrong.
Bad or good?
I don't know. I just imagined it, and it put me off.
You were doing a bit of a like.
So the thing that you imagined
move
that they didn't do put you off.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah. But there was so I listened to 50 seconds as per.
Yeah.
So I'd say first 15, 20 seconds, I was like, nah. Then a beat thing kicked in, and I was like, ooh, we're getting somewhere. Yeah. And then another thing happened, like another up bit, you know.
I think you talk about the bass. The
bass came in, and I was like, nah, I haven't quite nailed it. And then it went, and I was like, yes. Okay. We, as David says, we have a life raft.
It's actually a song.
So David was almost spot on, which is sort of means I'm very transparent with what I
think
like and dislike.
Did you get to the chorus? There was a chorus.
Yeah, can I
about
go back
50
in the booth?
seconds.
Can I try?
Yeah, I'm not sure about this going back in the booth.
Oh, okay. All right.
We can go back in.
Fair enough.
Why don't you open the side hatch and just put your head in?
Okay. I'm leaning in.
Fully in.
I'm leaning in. I'm pressing the button.
Maybe just leave it playing next time.
Yeah. I don't buy this thing with his head nodding. I don't buy it.
Okay, I'm just closing the hatch.
Closing the head hatch.
The head hatch. So I listened to another 10 seconds of the lyrics, And okay, let's put it into concept. That I imagined running to it, and that's where I'm making my decision on
the running playlist.
Okay, yeah,
okay.
So I've made my decision. Yeah.
So Joe, what was the song again? Is it Only You?
Only You.
I don't know who's it by.
Steve Monite.
So it's Is Only You by Steve Monite.
Is the album called Doing It in the
That's a compilation album that it features on.
Right.
Doing It in Lagos.
And Lagos. It looks like Lagos. Because the area.
Lagos, yeah, Lagos or Lagos. It is Lagos, isn't it? But it's all kind of old. It's a compilation of Nigerian disco from the 70s.
Nigerian disco from the 70s? Fucking hell. Right, okay. Right.
So it's Only You by Steve Monite going to go onto Joe's playlist, or is it not going to go onto Joe's playlist?
It's going on my playlist.
Whoa!
Like when that third bit kicked in, I was like, "You have me, Steve. You have me."
Yes.
Yeah. So that first 30 seconds when he runs, he'll be, this will be over soon.
Yeah. I'll try and start it as I'm crossing the road, so I've got things to do.
Yeah. That's it. And then the bass kicks in as you get
as I get onto the pavement. Yeah.
Amazing.
How long is it?
Well, that's
6 minutes.
One of the choruses on it is "Only you, Steve, can put out this fire." That's why I like it.
That's nice.
I think honestly that was an easy in once I was over the first 20 seconds.
Yeah.
Like I was half in with the second up, but the third up, I was like, "Yeah, you have me."
Yeah.
So that was an easy.
Brilliant. Excellent.
Second song. Okay, so go in the booth.
In the booth.
Second song.
They're back in that booth.
Right. Second song.
He's off. He's had a haircut as well, isn't he? Okay, so the second
David
song.
hasn't noticed.
Really?
I just haven't said anything.
Okay, so is it one called Wildlife?
It's called Wildfire.
Oh yeah.
Because you're just glancing at it. I think you're not trying to look properly.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that's weird. It's already 57 seconds in.
Oh, what? Okay, maybe skip back then.
Why is it not? I've never. Right,
was it already playing?
Okay.
Right.
So.
Okay. Right.
So who's this?
Here we go.
Steve?
This song is called Wildfire. It's by Subtract and Little Dragon.
Okay. So I didn't know this. I listened to this. I think he'll almost like it.
Yep.
But it'll be a little bit too odd for him.
That's the thing. It's a challenge. Yeah, so this track came out, I think it's probably about 10 years ago now, roughly. And it is a bit odd. I think I put it on the thing as a little bit of a challenge.
It won't be for him. He'll go, there was an up bit and all that.
I'm also trying to push it a little bit. He's got such a maverick taste, you never know.
You don't know.
Because it's got some funny, funky, weird little sounds in that could be interesting to him. He might be, Yeah, I know what you mean, 50-50.
He's not interested. I'd say 80-20.
Maybe a bit slow?
I think the sounds are too odd and it just felt like it'd be pushing that of his comfort zone. He'll try and like it. Okay. And actually, if he says, yes, it's going on my playlist, I won't believe him.
You're going to challenge it. You're going to challenge it. Okay.
Exiting the booth. There he is.
That will annoy me if I gave anything away that time. Because I feel like I didn't. I'd be annoyed if I gave anything away that time. You haven't got a clue what I think, right?
I've got a really good clue what you think.
Have you heard this song?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. But off my face, you would have got.
No, I've listened to them all.
Oh, right.
Beforehand, okay. So I'm sort of guessing what your reaction will be.
Okay. Have you told Steve? I'm going to go back in the booth. Because I don't want to know. Tell Steve what you think I think.
I have.
Oh, yeah,
okay,
we've already.
right.
Yeah.
Already.
I've seen
See if I'm right. It's a bit like Mr. and Mrs. This.
It is, actually. How well do you know me after 330 episodes? I thought it was weird. And I wanted to go pack it in a couple of times. I'll be honest. And there was one bit I thought, you know what sprung in my mind? Nathan Barley.
Right.
You know.
Yeah.
Like there's a bit where it goes, and I was like a kazoo or something, and I was like,
right.
Don't know. I was like, right. I obviously want to go back because I feel bad, so I want to go back in the.
No. You only use it at the head hatch if you really have to.
But
it doesn't change that much.
Really? Okay. I was like, I don't know what I've got. To use David analogy, I've got nothing to grab onto here. I've got no life raft. I'm
okay.
If you heard that, right? I've got a question for you, Steve. What environment is that meant to be played in? Designed to be played in? Do you think? Because I'm kind of struggling to imagine a group of people listening to that together.
At a party, maybe.
Really?
A barbecue.
A party to dance to, or
well,
or just
it's a mid-tempo. It's quite slow, isn't it? I've danced to it before in a kind of not full-on way.
I'd love to see that. I don't.
More of a sort of bobbing around.
What did you do with that?
You're not going to see that
moment. Was that like a wobble?
I think it's that's just an unusual sound that kind of maybe you put a face or something. Maybe you kind of go,
yeah. Ooh.
No, I don't know. I totally hear. I'm hearing it through your ears now, and it is more like it's definitely more of a challenging one.
Yeah.
But I was thinking those little weird sounds or the bass line sound might have you go, oh,
I
like
hear a bass line. I don't really hear one.
Well, the main sound in it is the weird sort of synthesizer that's kind of doing a bum, 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 bum.
Like the song before, I could kind of say back to you. Do you know what I mean? But this one I couldn't.
I fucking love these episodes.
I'm trying to be honest. I'm not trying to be funny or anything.
That's why I love it.
I'm just saying what I'm thinking in the moment.
I thought you'd find it too weird.
Yeah.
Steve said 50-50. I said 80-20. And I thought you might try and like it. And I thought you even might go as far to say, fuck it, I'll put it on the playlist. And I was going to say, no, you're not going to. I wasn't going to let you. So I didn't think you'd ever listen to it.
That's not a problem. Do you know what? You absolutely... If I sometimes have moments where I like in my brain, I go, put that on. You know it's a good song. But subconsciously, I'm going, I don't really enjoy it. And when it comes on my playlist, I'm going to skip it.
Exactly.
If I was in the wrong frame, it'd be a skipper. Yeah. So,
the other thing is, I wanted to put something. I was listening to a lot of Little Dragon, and I wanted to put a Little Dragon song on the playlist.
Little Dragon?
It's by Subtract and Little Dragon. It's like a collaboration. And I was going to put another Little Dragon song on, and then I thought, no, it's a bit too similar. And I was like, let's put this one on, and I'll see what. I think he'll probably go for it. But the other song I was going to put on, I think would have made it on. So I'm a bit like,
are you trying to get them on, or are you seeing?
I am, but I was hopeful in that case. But thinking about it through, I can get what David means.
Because it's interesting thinking about what you're thinking, like rather than this is what I love, and let's see what he thinks. You're actually trying to find stuff now that. Well,
I do love it as well.
Yeah,
but also songs that get going quite quickly because I know you're not going to listen. It's been a tough one this time picking the songs.
And are you thinking about the first 50 seconds as well?
Yeah, very much so. Because sometimes the chorus doesn't happen for 2 minutes. You're like, well, you're not going to get the.
You need to get on with that
whole thing. I know. So yeah, but
shift it forward.
Maybe I'll send you a follow-up email with the other song I was going to put on by this band.
Okay.
I reckon that one.
He won't listen to it.
I will. Not the whole thing, obviously.
So, is Wildfire by Subtract and Little Dragon going to go on to Joe's playlist? Or is it not going to go on to Joe's playlist?
It's not. Sorry. Extract and Little Dragon. Subtract and Little Dragon. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I could see that.
Extract.
Love that.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
Okay, so the third song.
I get such a downer when I don't like it. So, In the Dark? Is that the next one?
No, sorry. I've actually just deleted the Wildfire off the playlist. The next song down is the second song in the list now.
Oh, there she goes.
Yep. This is a real... Okay, I am really hoping now.
Okay,
yeah,
okay.
Definitely.
Okay, so Joe is putting on his booth shoes. He has to put on some little red pair of shoes before he goes into the booth.
And his gloves.
Now entering the booth. So this is Nick Drake.
This is Nick Drake and the Bad Seeds. Nick Cave and the Bad Seeds.
Yeah, sorry, Nick Cave. Yeah, Nick Drake.
And the song is called "There She Goes, My Beautiful World."
Yeah,
and I was walking along, feeling not in a great mood recently, and that song came on, and it completely changed my mood. And I was like, "Oh my god, I love it! That's got to go on the episode of Chatterpix." That's what I wasn't thinking beyond that. I was thinking, if it can make me feel like that in the moment, it can make Joe feel like that in the moment.
I think he'll struggle with his voice. But I think once the chorus kicks in, I think he'll go with it. Yeah. And then I think he'll get into it, and he'll
That's what I was hoping, because the chorus is so big, and the song, gets bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. Yeah. But it gets to the point quickly. This one, you get the chorus.
Right now, he's coming out of the booth. Coming out of the booth.
Okay, I'll tell you what I'm thinking. First of all, I think this is a song that I should like in the muso world. I think it's one where, like, if I say I don't like it, like, people in your world will go, "You fucking idiot." If you don't like it, you fucking idiot. That's what I think is going to happen. Like, I think
what
it's
makes
like,
you think that?
Because I know I've been left in situations like that where people sort of.
But why does that song make you think that that's one
I
of
don't
those
know.
songs?
It just feels like one of those songs that is like respected.
Maybe because it is good.
That is a good argument.
Just let your guard down, Joe. Let your guard down.
Because it is good.
Okay, Steve, you're actually spot on. I'm putting my guard up, and I'm getting really out of my comfort zone.
Imagine Roachford is with us, and we're having a lovely time.
Okay,
Roachford's
I would never do this in front of Roachford because I've got too much to lose. I hope to God he never hears me around music.
Maybe because it is a good song, but your
this
guard
is all annoying me.
Up.
This is annoying. This is exactly making me think. I feel like I need to say I like it. And I'm not saying I don't like it, by the way. I'm just saying this is what I feel is going on.
Can I explain why it ended up on the playlist? Or on the
cool.
episode?
But don't tell me who it is or whatever.
But no, it's because it gives me a really amazing feeling, and I can't stop that feeling from happening when I listen to it. So it's sort of
quite cinematic.
It goes beyond my analytical, musical, what is this kind of brain, just hits me straight. And it's like,
that's nice.
That chorus is so big, and it made me feel better on a day when I wasn't feeling particularly great. So I was thinking, wonder if that could happen to Joe on the episode. You could get that feeling.
When the chorus, when you say chorus, there was like layers of singing, in the last 5 seconds, but I had to come out of 50. You
don't have to.
Well, I'm not sure if I'm allowed to go into the booth again.
We can go in the head hatch.
So
the trajectory of the song gets bigger and bigger and bigger. Each chorus gets bigger.
Okay. That's what I felt like when I first.
Yeah, but you can hear in the first minute that's a good song.
You can, yeah.
See, there's a lot of bullying. I feel there's an element of bullying. You can see that.
I'm gonna
bullying.
Well, yeah.
Bullying.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
I feel.
It's getting flashbacks from when he was at school, surrounded by bullies, pointing.
Well, this reminds me. Well, do you know what? The bullying sort of went the other way because there was this kid called Richard at my school who was really into his music, and people like me thought it was weird, and he ended up being an A&R guy. So we were like, "What the fuck's this shit? Fucking idiot!" And then he's
poor bloke.
Yeah, and he really knows his music. And now I look back and I go, "Oh, idiots like me go, turn it off, shit."
So you signed Radiohead or something.
Yeah, it was all my insecurity, obviously. I'm going to put my head in the hatch.
Okay. So Joe's just opening up the little hatch and putting his head in.
Oh, God, I really want him to like it, but
I'm surprised. I think he would after a couple of listens. Yeah.
I listened to the whole song, actually, and that's when I was like, oh my goodness, it is about the repetitiveness of it and the fact that it's relentless. It's like, so hopefully if the people listening to if the Chatter Biscuits check it out, they'll get the whole song.
Yeah.
It'll make sense.
Okay, I get, right.
Do you not like his voice?
it's a touch. There's a bit of right. I'll tell you what I was thinking. I was imagining Steve feeling low, listening to that, and I got it because he's talking saying beautiful something, and it's like quite uplifting, and you're like, yeah, I can get out of this slump or whatever. I got that. I was thinking about you and the thing, and then you said his voice, and I think there's a touch of a bit of what we talked about, Roxy Music, Brian Ferry going on for me.
A bit affectation, is that the word?
A touch of, God, I really feel like David's, I don't know.
No, I'm just listening.
I've got so much insecurity going on and I'm trying to be like, I feel this is when I don't enjoy it. Like,
I like tall speakers. I like that he's putting stuff on in his voice there. I like wall speakers.
Yeah, okay. Okay. I'm just so... I've just got to say what I'm trying to. I'm trying to stay true to what I actually feel, because I feel like I could in this moment lie to you. I could lie to you and go
exactly, and I could see through that. So I'm
not going to do it.
Yeah, no pressure.
Yeah.
No pressure.
I like tone speakers. Right. So
I know this is going to backfire, but
we haven't said who it's by.
So this is There She Goes, My Beautiful World by Nick Cave and Bad Seeds.
Is it Nick Cave? Right. Okay. He's one of those people. Oh shit!
Is that song gonna go in to Joe's playlist, or is it not gonna go into Joe's playlist?
Sorry, no.
I've got to start doing better.
I suddenly saw it from your point of view, Steve, because I was thinking, God, if I picked 3 songs, I was kind of thinking, oh, they're my songs. I don't care if he doesn't like them. But if he turned them down, I'd be like, fuck you, mate.
Yeah. No. This is I get why this is the hardest week for you. It's like, this is.
Yeah.
You've got a lot to lose. And I feel
I didn't overthink that one. That's the only one I thought, well, I'm just going to put it on because it's undeniably great.
It's like saying I think your dog's ugly or something. It's like,
can I put a song on that playlist now?
Of course you can. Of course.
I also thought for next one we could get about Patreon to put a song.
Yeah, nice.
Possibly.
It's quite tricky for me, this, because.
No, I know. Yeah.
Well, David, do you just want to send a link to a song to me or something? Like,
yes. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
And then,
I mean, this might be ruining the whole.
Is this the third? How many do we do? 3.
Everyone piling on saying, listen to this song, listen to this song.
Yeah, exactly. Maybe I shouldn't do this.
I think, do you know what? I think, can we stick with Steve?
Yeah.
Just because I'm sort of really emotionally invested in, like, I want to like these. But
do you know what? No, we can't. I suddenly thought, no, I have to play this song.
I don't like it when you get forceful.
I think there should be three. There should be three songs, and if I haven't got at least 2 on, there should be a 4th one that I can just really try.
Like a last ditch.
Yeah, because I feel like I've done so badly. One song.
Well, you haven't. It's my idiocy.
No, but it's a game. It's a game.
Okay.
I've sent you one, Joe.
On WhatsApp. On okay, right.
Let's go straight on there first.
Right. Okay, so on the okay. Oh right. Okay, well, I've seen a picture, so I know who it is.
Yeah.
Oh no. Okay. Let's make sure. So if I'm going to basically insult both of you if I don't like this.
I don't know what it is
because I've done. I wish I hadn't seen the picture.
Yeah, maybe Steve. If you don't get,
I can't hear what you're saying. If you're talking to
if you don't get maybe 2, if he doesn't put 2 of your songs on his playlist, I can try him with.
Yeah.
He won't like this. It's "Happy the Man" by The Cure.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
and it's a B-side, and I absolutely adore it.
I was quite close to choosing a Cure song, but okay.
He's going to hate it.
Is he? Okay.
Yeah, because it's quite odd. I think Robert's voice is.
Does it start? Does it get going in the first 50 seconds? That is definitely part of the challenge.
I think he'll find it. Yeah. And Robert's voice, I'm pretty sure Robert's voice is as affected as it gets in his career.
Will Joe recognise it as The Cure?
Yeah, because the link I sent him had
okay.
silhouette of his big hair.
He's taking it in seriously.
He's taking it in.
Yeah.
Is His brain must be all over the shop at the moment. He's listened to it. He's coming out of the booth. He's taking the booth shoes off, and he's here with us.
Okay, my last thought was when the vocals came in. I was like, "Fuck! It sounds like David."
Brilliant.
I've been so affected by
it's come full circle.
I know more about your music than the Cure.
Yeah.
I was like, it's so like you.
Yeah.
I don't think I could ever enjoy the Cure. And I mean that. I'm not doing it for a funny reason. Like,
if someone said that to David after a gig in the 90s.
It feels like someone's doing an impression of you.
It does, doesn't it?
But obviously,
it does, doesn't it?
I've heard so much of your kind of and I was like, oh God, David, David does that as well, obviously. So this is like, I've got no chance.
This is a waste of time. A waste of everyone's time.
I can't enjoy that really.
No.
I can't see it as like credible music because I've just got you.
I can't see it as credible music.
That is low.
Like when you listen to music, do you picture, if you don't know who they are, do you like picture them singing or anything like that? How do you visualize? Like, do you visualize stuff?
Yeah,
because I draw a picture in my head of someone singing.
Right.
Yeah.
Like with the first song, I put like the lady. I gave a head to the lady and a head to the guy. He didn't have. It's quite thin.
Yeah.
He was quite thin. The guy in the
right.
The song was thin. But
actually, he's really fat.
Oh, is it?
No, I don't know.
Oh, right. But then when Robert Smith sung, I imagined David singing.
Right, so you couldn't relax.
No, I was just imagining you on.
Okay, well, I think you need to let go of that because that's unfair on them.
100%, and that's your fault.
But it's not. It's your fault.
Well, it's partly your fault. Everything you write sounds like that.
Okay, is Happy the Man by The Cure going to go onto Joe's playlist, or is it not going to go onto Joe's playlist?
It's absolutely not going on.
Oh, it's less nervous.
The thing is, I don't think you would have liked it anyway.
No,
yeah, that was
honestly,
that was a throwaway.
Before the lyrics, no.
That's one of my favourite songs of theirs.
Okay,
I adore it.
Okay,
what's it called?
Happy the Man.
Okay, Happy the Man.
Right,
okay.
That's what's mad about taste, isn't it? How wildly.
What about your taste? Yeah.
Yeah, well, here we go. We need to end this soon because I feel it's going to escalate.
There's a song called Happy the Man by Genesis. Did they cover it?
Oh.
It's the same length as well.
No.
Right, and is your Happy Girl based on...
Happy the Man by Genesis.
Did you write Happy Girl after that came out?
Yeah, that came out in about 83 or something.
Well, it says here 2004, but...
but that was the Join the Dots album. Look, I could go into...
well, this is
remastered.
This is what's mad.
Someone wrote on Discord, Joe looks like a type of bloke who's got every Bon Iver album.
Every what?
And he goes...
Every what?
And he goes to every Tame Impala gig. But in actual fact, his music taste is a Just 17 subscriber.
Oh, yeah. Well, I didn't know who either those two ones you suggested were.
Tame Impala's done a cover of Only You by Steve Monite as well.
Oh.
It sounds really similar.
I cannot join in this bit. Absolutely not. I don't even feel confident going, oh, right, because I feel like David would go, what do you mean, oh, right?
This feels like that Smith and Jones sketch when he tries to buy a hi-fi.
I haven't seen it.
Now, you want Dolby with that?
Oh,
yeah. You want a bag on your head? Yeah, I have a bag on my head.
That is the 40 minutes I have to go through on this.
And you've only ended up with one new song on your playlist after all this.
Honestly, banging. And I'm sorry, Steve, about... I genuinely am. I'm
surprised. I thought you were going to like Nick Cave. I thought you might. I knew you'd struggle with his voice, but I thought you'd let that go and the chorus would win you over.
Yeah.
It wasn't far away.
Yeah.
Like, it wasn't like I didn't dislike it. I just didn't get that You know, I have the fizzy feeling.
Maybe try it running.
Oh, okay, I will for you.
Got a lot of energy in it.
I will for you. Do you know
I'm
what?
not a runner, but I can imagine that going on in my ears. I'd be like, come on, let's go. Anyway, yeah.
No, I'll try.
That's cheating, though. That's me just forcing on your playlist.
I know, but outside of this, I will try and like it for you, Steve, because I like you.
Oh, cheers, Joe. Thank you.
God, it's really tough.
Happy the man with the face that smiles.
It sounds like the bit, in the booth, and you can hear that they've isolated the vocals. That's what that was for me in that.
You can do that now with AI.
Well, thank you so much, Steve.
Yeah, thanks, Steve.
Right.
I'm
really
sorry,
enjoyed that. That was a roller coaster.
That was an absolute roller coaster.
So hard.
I arrived with a sense of hope, and I've left with a sense of frustration.
I think getting one on there is pretty good.
You know what? I'm slowly getting to understand your brain, and it's.
I think you just got to pick songs that you like.
Because you think,
yeah, you just need to go. Now that's what I call music 5. Just say that "View to a Kill," Duran Duran. He'll go, yeah.
All right.
So you can't.
Got nothing to come back. I've got literally got nothing to come back with when you say stuff like that, because I go, yeah, right. It is a good song. It's a good song. Steve, can I ask, have you got an idea for a theme next week, or you haven't?
It will come to me, I'm sure. Maybe I'll listen to the pod and I'll kind of pick up on stuff that's been said. But I was thinking about doing stuff from a particular era. Yeah, great. Stuff in the 70s that I listened to.
I straight away go,
that'd be good.
But I like the modern stuff because he gets his back up.
Yeah.
Well, actually, being totally honest,
70s, he'll go, this is fine. This is fine.
Yeah, I like a lot more 70s stuff. I think that's more in my comfort zone. So whether that's immediately will.
Yeah.
I think, Steve, any song you go, I love that one. I love that one.
All right. Okay.
It is more pressure. Like it is more pressure when I know it's personal to you. It feels. Like,
I like that little.
I know you do, but it's harder for me.
Well, part of this is also there's people listening that are going to learn the new songs and they'll like it. So,
I like hearing them. Yeah.
Nick Cave is definitely someone people will be fucked off with me about, won't they?
Yeah, if you don't know that song, then if you're ever feeling shit, fuck it on. I mean, it's not. I don't think the lyrics are particularly happy, but it's got like a vibe.
I got why you felt happier after it. If that helps.
Yeah.
Yeah, and forget about Subtract.
Subtract and Little Dragon. I'm sure they're great.
I was going to put a track called "Ritual Union" on by Little Dragon. I think that would get on there, but anyway.
Yeah.
Missed opportunity.
Oh, mate, sorry.
Anyway, thanks.
Thank you, Steve.
No worries.
Thank you, Joe. Thank you, everybody, for listening to Joe's playlist on Chattermix.
Take care, guys.
That was quite professional. See you, Steve.
Bye. Bye, Steve.
Bye-bye.